Hag's got 2 games to save his Manchester United managerial career. This is Forever United TV. Welcome along to your evening update and everything that's going on with Manchester United. Ten Hag, 2 games to save his job, and 2 people favourites facing off to take his role is Graham Potter, you say, and Thomas Tuchel. Now, we know about the rumours about Tuchel with the England setup. It is still thought that he is number 1 and favourite to take over the Manchester United job. So we're going to talk about him. We're going to talk about Potter. Where does that story come from and what is actually happening with them two? Why is Potter even in the folder, you might ask? It's not really sort of inspiring, is it? Let's be honest. He's not that type of manager that you're going to go, oh, yeah, we're back. No, it's not. This is obviously a Forever United TV pre-recorded video, everybody. Please do give the video a like and make sure you have subscribed already to make sure that you will miss out on no Manchester United content that is free coming to your screens here on YouTube every single day. Let's get into what is actually happening. I'm going to tell you why I don't think Ruben Amorim is not going to get the job either. I'm not going to go into detail on that a little bit in this video as well. But let's start with Tuchel. Let's start with Potter, the MEN, Team Talk. There's a few people now reporting the same thing. And coming off the back of their meetings, I'm not scaremongering. I'm not going on Ten Hag. I'm just going through the headlines and giving you your up-to-date news on what's happening with United. There is nothing else. No one cares about anything else. No one gives a toss about anything else. All I want is to see how Manchester United move forward and play better football. And the only way United play better football is if we possibly get another manager, play a different brand, change a few players up, play a different system, and it is thought that there are 2 games with Ten Hag to prove that he can do that. Well, not get rid of himself, but play a better brand of football. I'll say that. Anyway, Tuchel, we know. We've talked about him endlessly over the last couple of days. Some people have even said, Adam, you must have this some form of love affair with Tuchel to want him so much. Look, he was my pick last season. I thought he was the best of the bunch, and I've just bigged up the cause of Tuchel. I understand everyone's issue with him. I understand the issue that you might have in him coming in and the obvious errors of his past, and that's not misdemeanors really, but the issues he's had at previous clubs. I think it's been there for everyone to see, hasn't it? And I think that everyone can obviously look into the past and find a negative with every manager. And I feel like right now there is just that full-on negative vibe. Let's be honest. If you asked every single Manchester United fan out there, of which there is absolutely billions, isn't it? Is it billions? Millions? God knows how many. None of them would agree on one manager. So what is the best fit? When it comes to Tuchel, it's the experience, it's working with big players, it's handling a dual club system, it's also dealing with mega owners, structures, everything expectation-wise, and all of that rolled into a very charismatic manager, which I think a lot of Manchester United fans are crying out for right now. Like, we've had everything, but I mean, the last real charismatic manager was what? Jose Mourinho. There hasn't been anyone else since, has there? And let's be honest, we need a bit of a character on that sideline, I think, to handle Manchester United. And Tuchel fits the mould. He does. He fits right in there with that. So you can see why. The England thing, like I said, I'd be shocked this morning. We talked about it live, and I said I think we'll be shocked if Tuchel goes to England. England going for a German to try and figure out how to actually get over the line and win a tournament. Yeah, it's a good move for England, I'll be honest. It's embarrassing for them that they're going there and this whole model of trying to employ from within with England and everything that's gone wrong. But I do believe that it's the right move for England now is to get an actual manager that's going to get them over the line in a tournament with this squad. Tuchel can do that. Unfortunately for us, it's another man off the list. Then it brings you to Potter. I mean, seriously, the only way Potter comes in if United are desperate enough to get rid of Ten Hag now and there's no one else available. I don't think they want Potter. He's on the list and people are saying he's on the list. We got rid of Southgate the other day, which is a blessing. It really is. But Potter, come on. Ten Hag has been talking Harry Potter. We don't have to go down to the next best thing, which is bleeding Graham Potter. I mean, no disrespect. Potter, better than Ten Hag. Well, he's not won anything compared to Ten Hag, so you could argue that point. Is his brand of football better? It was nice at Brighton, and then he failed at a big club at Chelsea, so warning signs again. There's red flags over every single manager that United are linked to, and I feel like that's the issue with Potter more than anything. the experience factor, the wow factor, the charismatic factor. I think all of them is what's needed at Manchester United. If you need to handle that structure. Actually, do you know what? When it comes to Potter, I don't feel like there is an issue handling the football structure in Ineos. I think Ineos, would be happy with him because he would just go along with that and be happy to be there. But I think they've realised that they need someone else. They need someone on that next level. That presence, I think, is what Ineos need right now to manage this ship, because you're just not going to get the likes of the Potters of this world or the up-and-coming coaches being able to handle this right now. I don't know which way they are going to go, which avenue they're going to go down as like the mega coach or the experienced manager. That is, I think, the names that are being brandished around at the moment. I feel like Potter is not so much the mega coach, but like the coach type of new age type of manager. Tuchel's of the old school, been there, done that, managed everything, controlled everything. He's pretty much like a Mourinho type of manager, the old school ones that have the say on everything. So whether that works or not, or whether he can work with Ineos alongside that, we'll see as it goes along. But still, out of the two, surely, and I get your comments in below, like Tuchel or Potter. I think I've done this before. I think like literally into last season, I remember Potter and Tuchel being brought up, and I can remember a clip of me going around about talking about Tuchel or Potter and which one I would take. It's Tuchel all day long. I don't think you can even argue that. The other name on the list is obviously Ruben Amorim. Now, we've talked about Ruben Amorim a couple of times. Bruno Fernandes has been talking about him on international duty, about his quality, the brand of football, how good he is, the attacking style, which United would love and the fans would love. If you asked every United fan right now, and you put Potter, Tuchel, Amorim into a list alongside Ten Hag, you had 4 options. If we had a poll running up right now, I guarantee you every single one of the United fans would go Amorim. Not every single one of them actually, but the majority would go Amorim and take Amorim over the other 3. 100%. Up and coming, brand of football. In terms of his CV and in terms of negatives, there aren't many because he's not been around as much as the other managers. So we're going to find out if there is any as such. He's ready to make the step. Ten Hag was ready to make the step. And there wasn't much scrutiny on his CV before he came to United. Portuguese league compared to the Eredivisie? Yep, it's harder. It's a tougher division. Better teams in it. So you could say that that's good. Is it, and would it work? Well, I don't actually think we're going to get the chance. And the reason I say that, and I said this at the start of the video, this is why I don't think United will be able to get hold of Amorim. And that is because of Hugo Viana. That's the sporting director at Sporting who has worked alongside Ruben Amorim for years now and is the reason why he, well, not the sole reason he's successful, but every single good manager has a structure behind him. And that's why it works. Every success story in the management side of things has the success behind him and the quality behind him in the recruitment side of things and backing the manager that way. And his man is leaving Sporting. Now, straight away, you would think, oh, that's good, because that means that he now might want to leave Sporting. The problem we've got is another man, another sporting director called Tiki Begiristain. Now, everybody knows Begiristain as the second in command to the Pep regime. Pep Guardiola has worked with Begiristain continuously from Barcelona days into City days. He came with him, he brought his entourage with him, and this is the dude. This is the man that makes things tick for Pep Guardiola. He is leaving Manchester City. And after the Club World Cup this summer, Viana from Sporting is going to take over at Manchester City. He is taking Begirstein's job. Now, Pep's never worked without Begiristain. He is his man. He works with him everywhere. He goes all over the place, and he is the reason why Pep is so successful. It's just that synchronicity, that know-how, knowing what Pep wants, knowing the style that he wants, knowing what players he wants. He is his man. I think you can safely say that this might actually be Pep Guardiola's last year at Manchester City. Begiristain going definitely is a key element to that, and Pep not actually coming out and saying that he's definitely staying at Manchester City and it's the unknown, kind of makes you wonder, kind of makes you worry. Ruben Amorim, he's going to be leaving Sporting this summer. He's sporting director, he's already earmarked for Manchester City, and if Pep steps down, that brand of football is just going to be laid on a plate for Ruben Amorim, and that is City's next manager. It's a bold statement, but I just feel like that's the way it's going, sadly, and Man United may miss out. Do you have to throw everything at Amorim now to get him in before that summer comes? Or has it already been set out and why Ineos are not getting rid of Ten Hag? There is just not enough there. It comes down to it. And you know what? You could throw Ruud van Nistelrooy into that list. Amorim, Ten Hag, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Thomas Tuchel, Graham Potter. Out of them 5, which one would you take right now? Obviously, you're going to pick Amorim. Out of them 5, I'll mix it up and I'll leave you with this before the video finishes. Realistically, after everything that I've said and everything we've gone through in this video, the pros, the cons of the managers, which one do you feel is going to get the job or still be in a job? Let me know in the comments, out of them 5 managers, and one of them's not even a manager, who would get the job? I guarantee, out of everything, look, if you were to ask me now, I'm just going to give my opinion on it, but please do drop yours in the comment section. Out of them 5 managers, one of it which isn't a manager at the moment, Man United end up with the one that's not a manager. That's just my bet, and that's where I see it going. It is a complete spaghetti junction of issues right now for Ineos in trying to get this sorted, and it all could have been rectified in the summer. One of their big mistakes already in their first year in charge of Manchester United and the sporting operations. Saturday evening, welcome along. Thank you for tuning in. Oh, I won't say welcome along, but maybe... Yeah, it would have been welcome along if it was a live show, but it's not a live show. It's actually a pre-recorded video. I am at a 40th birthday party tonight. I appreciate all of your support and everyone who has subscribed. Please do keep hitting the subscribe button, everyone. It is growing fast, the channel. I know it's quite boring over international break with no football going on, but I got you back. I keep bringing the content daily. Hopefully you appreciate it. Show some more appreciation by liking the video, subscribing, hitting the bell notification button, and getting your comments in below. I want to hear from you. Let me know what you think. See you later, everybody. First thing in the morning, 8 o'clock with United updates. Cheers, guys.